What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TTB Ravens Media, bringing you Ravens content every single day. If you want to see that Ravens daily content, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. And I will say, so yesterday I posted the first segment of the Trust the Bank podcast, and I apologize once again. The audio was off, Joshua's audio was significantly quieter. So there was a middle segment that we talked about. It was pretty short, but I'm not going to post it to YouTube. But the third segment we brought on a Chiefs fan. It was a lot of fun. That'll be posted tomorrow along with the mock draft Monday. So if you want to see that middle segment, you can check it out on the pod. It's posted on Apple Podcasts. It's posted on, Spotify, that kind of thing. You can skip to I think it's about 18, 19 minutes in. We kind of go through it. We talk about the guys in Arizona, kind of our thoughts on that. But then we have a debate, and we have, a Ravens fan, Chiefs fan. We kind of debate, who won the trade and go over that kind of thing. It's a lot of fun. But in this video, I'm talking about something that I think grinds the gears of every Ravens fan. I don't think a Ravens fan listened to Bucky Brooks or whoever was on the Pat McAfee show, because if you guys didn't know, on the Pat McAfee show, basically the guy was like, they were talking about the Ravens after the trade, and they were like, oh yeah, they got 2 first picks. What could they do? Could they trade up? And one guy was like, maybe they trade up and draft a quarterback. And basically everybody just kind of sat there, and it was just like, what the heck did this dude just say? Like, what? But then Bucky Brooks, if you guys didn't know, basically he said that the Baltimore Ravens could or should trade up and draft Justin Fields. And this is because he believes that the Ravens have a system in place that would benefit a specific type of quarterback, the mobile quarterback, and they would really be able to, develop them and utilize them. And it would almost be like a college team. They compared it. John Harbaugh said, he wants to be the Army of the NFL. And they were like, oh, well, just bring in a new quarterback, cycle in every year. And I was like, what? Now, Lamar Jackson is not just some, offense-oriented, it's all Greg Roman or it's all John Harbaugh. No. Lamar Jackson came in and has been one of the winningest quarterbacks in the history of football, and is getting told that he's a product of the system when pretty much every Ravens fan is complaining about the system that he's forced to play in. Like, we complain about Greg Roman. A lot of people complain about John Harbaugh and that type of thing. He doesn't get the weapons that he needs. Like, when was the last time an Army won a national championship? If it happened probably 80 plus years ago. Because overall, if you don't have the players around your quarterback, you're not going to be able to succeed. And the Ravens haven't been doing that. They've really just been stocking up on defense, and that's good. Their defense is good, but to say that the Ravens can just move on from Lamar Jackson and be fine is utterly ridiculous. Lamar Jackson is a better quarterback than any of the quarterbacks in this draft class. You can't tell me right now that if you put Trevor Lawrence on the Ravens, they would be better than if they had, current Lamar Jackson. It's just ridiculous. Lamar Jackson is a proven, if any non-Ravens fans are watching this and they get triggered, I'll say proven top 7 quarterback in the NFL. I would say he's top 5. Most Ravens fans would say that, but he's a proven elite quarterback with the greatest mobile quarterback we've ever seen. The way he runs is better than anybody we've ever seen at the quarterback position. That's not something that you can replicate. You look at guys that run in the NFL today, Kyler Murray, even Josh Allen, Russell Wilson doesn't do it as much anymore, but when they run, it's kind of a straight line type of thing. When Lamar Jackson runs, it's AJ Torres came on our show a very long time ago, and he said he was figure skating. And I really like that comparison. So basically, he goes out there and he does something that nobody else can do. And when you draft somebody to replace somebody where nobody else can do it, it's not going to work. So for me, I just think this is utterly ridiculous. However, I have had kind of a similar thought. This is not within the last 2 years. This was right after the Ravens got eliminated from the playoffs. And I remember talking with some people, and I was defending Lamar Jackson, and they were like, can he sustain it? How good will he be in 4 to 5 years? And I was, I back Lamar Jackson 100% all the time. And I'm like, no. this guy's special. He's legit. Like he's going to be able to do it. Of course, the next year goes out, wins the MVP. So shout out to Lamar for backing me up. But then I was talking, and they were like, well, what if he gets injured, or what if it doesn't work? Because at this point, Lamar Jackson, it was like, can he really throw at this point? And obviously, I believed in it, but it was like, okay, if it doesn't work, what do you do? And I was basically, and my thought process was, well, if it doesn't work, and obviously this is not saying Lamar doesn't work. This is saying an if situation. If Lamar wasn't to have been good, they could basically do the thing, do what Bucky Brooks suggested, where it's like, okay, every 4 years you try out a new quarterback like a college team to see if, hey, maybe this guy in this offense will be able to lead us to that next level. Whether it's a, Justin Fields, or, maybe the Ravens were like, last year, if Lamar Jackson, again, if he wasn't good, and they drafted like Jalen Hurts to kind of run the offense or something like that. I basically said, like, okay, having a chance of 4 years with a young rookie quarterback and taking that big risk, well, that's worth it if you have a chance to win a Super Bowl. The problem is Lamar Jackson has proven to be good enough to where not just during his rookie contract, but the years after, he will be good enough for a team to be a contender for the Super Bowl. And how can you not want that? Taking a risk on a young player, and I love Justin Fields. Heck, I'm wearing an Ohio State shirt. I didn't even plan that out. I just realized that. I love Justin Fields. But like to say like, oh yeah, they should just draft Justin Fields and move on from Lamar Jackson. Why? I mean, I don't know if it's something where he just wants to get clicks. I don't know if it's something where he just hates Lamar Jackson. Because all the media. I mean, heck, there was the person, I can't remember her name. She's verified on Twitter, and she tweeted out basically like a picture of a UFC fighter, after he was like knocked out, and she tweeted out, and it was like Lamar Jackson when he rolls out of the pocket next year. And it was like, what? What is all this Lamar Jackson hate doing all of a sudden? Like I feel like there hasn't been a ton. Like, yeah, people have, been mentioning like, oh, he's a running back, and that type of thing. But all of a sudden the media in the last couple of weeks has just been like, Lamar Jackson sucks. And it's like, what the heck just happened? What happened to, 4 months ago or 3 months ago, he beat the narratives. He won a playoff game. He beat the Titans, all this kind of stuff. And it was like, oh, the narratives were gone. And then like a week before the draft, every NFL media person was like, yeah, Lamar Jackson now sucks. He got his 3 months and now he's washed. Like, what the heck just happened? Like, I don't understand it whatsoever. If anybody has any ideas, comment down below your thoughts, your opinions, because like it makes absolutely zero sense. The critics were silent. And Lamar didn't do anything. It's not like Lamar came out and said something. It's not like, I mean, Lamar went out and he made some basketball shots. That's the only thing like we've heard from Lamar about. Like the entire offseason has been like, oh yeah, he's going to Arizona. He's working out with Ravens teammates. And then all of a sudden, right before the draft, everybody just decided, all right, let's get back to slandering Lamar. It's been too long. Like, it's so frustrating. I really don't, it doesn't make any sense. Like, Bucky Brooks is paid to be a scout. I don't know why he's so bad at it. like how do you watch Lamar Jackson? And I get it. He's not the greatest thrower of the football of all time, but he's not bad. Like he can throw a football. This isn't something where like, I mean, I don't have to defend Lamar Jackson's ability to throw a football. I'm not going to do that. I just think that it's utterly ridiculous that Bucky Brooks and other people in the media have just been slandering Lamar Jackson out of nowhere. He didn't lose a game in the last 2 months. He didn't throw an interception. He didn't pull a Kevin Durant and call out a media member. He's been quiet. He's been doing nothing. Like he's just chilling. And all of a sudden they were like, oh yeah, it's time. Bring back the Lamar hate. And we're just going to start, cycling that train over and over again. It's ridiculous. It's so frustrating, just like as a huge Ravens fan, just to see like your quarterback do not like if Lamar Jackson, if the Ravens played a game like, I don't know, within the last week and Lamar Jackson threw like 10 picks, and it's like, okay, maybe you can slander him a little bit, but he hasn't done anything. He didn't go out, he didn't lose a game, he didn't throw any picks, he didn't criticize any media members. Dude's chilling, working out in Arizona with his buddies, getting ready for next season. Like, he's working hard. So thank you everybody for watching. Subscribe for Daily Ravens content. Tomorrow will be the second, the final segment from the Trust the Bank podcast. Also, a mock draft Monday out. And also Joshua and I are planning on having basically a pre-draft show on Wednesday that'll go out, because we're not going to be live streaming it together because there's a ton of other Ravens content creators. Y'all can go watch their streams, Engraven, Purple Rain Podcast, that kind of thing. Go watch that. I'll post videos right when the draft picks are made, letting you know my instant thoughts and opinions about them. But like, we'll do a pre-draft stream, not stream. I don't think it'll be a stream on Wednesday, and we'll just give our, I don't know, it'll probably be like a 45-minute video, basically a full podcast session where we just talk about basically our full predictions and that type of thing. It'll be a lot of fun, so make sure to come back on Wednesday, or you can go back tomorrow. Watch the videos. Come back every day. It's like I post content every day. So thank y'all for watching. See you again tomorrow. Screw you, Bucky Brooks.